So
what's your name? I didn't even get to meet you.
Hi, I'm Anita. Hi, how you doing?
Gregory, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Oh, and my introductions. This is my son, Wingman. He's the real life Beast Boy. Say hi to Wingman. He comes with me everywhere. Every business meeting, every recording session, every Comic-Con.
How old is he?
What do you think?
I can't tell.
You can't. He's a very old, wise soul, ancient. I say he's as old as Mother Earth. And that's, when people ask me my age, that's my age as well, because I really feel like we're all connected to Earth, and that's the only true reality that I know, is that we are one with Earth. So I'm as old as Mother Earth. But if you want to put a number on it, we're both 5.
Okay, all right, cool.
We stopped at 5 years old.
All right, so I'm going to pull the focus over to the amazing Charlotte, who's sitting there front and center, wearing an amazing raven cape, just for a special message. Shout out from Greg, Beast Boy, over here to you. Are you ready?
Yo, what up, Mama Charlotte? I love you. It's all about my baby, yeah, it's all about bae. And if I don't got my baby, all I do is go cray, cray, cray. Oh, I got the lyric wrong, though. It's all about my baby, yeah, it's all about Ray. And if I don't got my baby, all I do is go cray, cray, cray. Who saw that episode?
Isn't that funny how Raven made me say the lyrics wrong? That was funny, because that song I wrote and produced with my friend DJ Him. It's available online, you can on iTunes and everything. But it's a song that I pitched to Teen Titans Go and Warner Brothers, Cartoon Network, and they took the song and they wrote a whole episode to the lyrics. I didn't even know what the episode was going to be about. They're just like, we're going to take the song, and we're going to do a 2-part special to the song, and they wrote a whole episode to the lyrics, which the lyrics are weird and crazy. So that's why the episode turned out so wild and weird.
Yeah, I kind of want to ask about that, because I love the musical component of Teen Titans Go. I mean, let's see, Night Begins to Shine is literally on my playlist. In the remixed version of Night Begins to Shine, that's also out. I love Fade Away. I mean, I think like All About the Beats. Like, there's always these random moments where you break out into song or dance and then come back to the moment, and I just love the irrational, free floating that's going on with that, even though clearly there's a lot of writing going on. So I was going to ask what other songs you contributed to Teen Titans Go.
Well, even in that BB Ray 2-parter episode, I wrote the song, a country song in that episode called Don't Fiddle With It.
If it ain't broke, don't fiddle with it.
I wrote that country song. I wrote Fade Away. Who knows the lyrics to Fade Away? Anyone?
Oh yeah? You can't fade away the way I feel for you. There ain't no word I can say. What I do for you in every single day. You said you knew the lyrics. You do? By your side is where I'll be. What are you talking about? You're leaving me hanging here. Endless love will fade, you'll see. When I walk, you walk with me. Nobody? What? Huh? Tara? That's the only lyric you know? Alright, whatever.
We're ready for the chorus, you know.
That was the chorus.
Don't fade away.
You can't fade away, you know it. Way up for you, there ain't no word I can say. What I do for you? No, that's a verse. Oh man. By your side is where I'll be. Endless love. That's the chorus.
That's really an interesting story behind that song, because my friend, he's a homeless man named Rico. He helped me write that. He moved on, but I live in Venice Beach, and half of my friends are homeless. And one day I came out with my new puppy at the time, Mama Shadow, who just moved on. She was 16 years old, the Wingman's mama. And I walked out when Mama Shadow was this big, and I had my guitar, and Rico goes, "Hey man, I got this lyric for you," because he knew I was a musician. And he sang this one part. It's like, "Sky is our blanket, this earth is our bed. If you don't know, you'll never be dead. Oh, sky la 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 la, yeah, yeah." And then that I wrote Fade Away from that. So, thank you, Rico.
That is awesome.
And Mama Shadow.
And you do love giving back to the community. I mean, you are, I'm just going to say he's lifelong vegetarian to vegan. I'm just going to make that Beast Boy tie-in.
Yeah.
But you're also doing the Foul American. Are there any other things that you're kind of doing in the community that you want to share?
Well, yeah, my whole life is really dedicated to making a difference, entertaining, and I feel like when I'm in that space, I'm provided from the universe everything I need, you know, money and transportation to get to where I need to go to continue to serve. And the more I put myself in that position to help people, the more I'm given the opportunity to do so. So I have an organization called Un Amor, which is One Love in Spanish, and it's an organization that brings the homeless elderly, kids, and animals together under one roof. And I created a TV show about it to kind of explore how to do it. It's like a mockumentary. It's on Facebook, Un Amor. And I have a lot of my friends in it, like Sean Astin from Lord of the Rings, and also my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle brother. Also Seth Green is in it, and Tara Strong, who plays Raven, and a whole bunch of other cartoon characters, and a whole bunch of my friends I put in this show. But what happened with Un Amor is I actually partnered up with Salvation Army, and we put it out together. So it's on Salvation Army's Facebook and Un Amor Facebook. So I made that show for Salvation Army in the end, which was great.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. Yeah.
But I use everything I do now to make a difference, and that's why it's such an honor to play Beast Boy, because he's so he's the first ever vegan vegetarian superhero, and by far the biggest vegetarian superhero there's ever been. And he's a major animal rights advocate and for the ethical treatment of animals. And basically, I feel like it's really important for us to realize we're all connected, and the animals and the trees all have feelings too. And when they're hurt, we actually are hurt. And you might not see it right in front of your face, but it's subtle. All these things, we're all connected, so we gotta start having more respect for the oneness that is.
So, I mean, I love Teen Titans Go for me, but also when I think about my niece and nephew, I'm just like, yeah, Beast Boy's a great character because, again, oh, I lost my powers. I've got to go back to the jungle, reconnect with nature. I'm just like, yeah, you guys do great stuff there. So the writers, the voice actors are all doing amazing.
The writers are really amazing because they take, you know, they kind of push the limit. They break boundaries all the time. They write episodes about anything, and they're really, really good. I'm on a lot of TV shows, but I have to say I think Teen Titans Go is by far the best one, and might be the best show on TV in my opinion.
Woo!
I don't know, not just because I'm on it, and I'm not saying every episode is the best, but there are some that are just really, really, really good. Actually, yesterday at WonderCon they played an episode where Robin, Beast Boy wants to hibernate because he's feeling like he's a bear. And he's eating food, and I don't think it came out yet, but they showed it, they previewed it yesterday at WonderCon, and I'm giving you a sneak peek. So, Beast Boy wants to hibernate, and he needs a cave, and who's got a cave? Who's got access to a cave? Right. So we go and we hang out at the Bat Cave and destroy the Bat Cave and explore how money can make you greedy and destroy your life.
That's a running theme, I feel like with the bees episode where Beast Boy goes crazy with the bees.
Show me your bees!
I love that. That's like one of my favorite episodes. I love when they let me go crazy as Beast Boy, which is all the time. I mean.
So I do have questions here, but before I move forward, does anyone have any questions that they want to ask for Greg? All right, hold on. I'm going to come to you, but first, young Charlotte, do you have a question? Yes.
Are there going to be any big BB Ray moments in the Teen Titans Go movie?
Well, maybe. I can't tell you. You gotta go see the movie.
I think the movie is gonna blow people's minds. They just put everything in it. Everything. Like everything you could ever imagine. It's gonna be very entertaining. I think it's like I get bored with a lot of stuff. You're not gonna be bored going to the Teen Titans Go movie. So there's probably some of that in there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Winking, sleeping.
Are you shocked like that Teen Titans Go is getting a movie? Like, were you even expecting there to be one, or like did you were like, oh yeah, it's totally gonna get a movie, or you more like, wait, it's getting a movie? Are you kidding me? Is this real?
Exactly. I feel like I'm dreaming awake the fact that there is a Teen Titans Go to the Movies movie coming out. In Hollywood, things take a long time, like really long. And I've been acting and been in the entertainment business since I was a little boy, like Garrett's age, maybe even smaller. And I recently got into producing and creating my own television shows and movies as well. And at first, and I started producing about 6 years ago, I thought it was kind of like how it was as an actor. I show up, I do my job, I get paid, I go home, it's done, it was fun, and then it shows up on TV or in the movies. But when you're creating something, sometimes it takes years and years and years. So even up to like, I'm not even joking, maybe even 4 months ago, it seems like we didn't even know if there really was going to be a Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Because there's so much politics involved. So the fact that it is being made and it is going to be in theaters is a miracle. So it's cool. Yeah, good question. Back to the Future over here. Oh yeah, so that's really where I started producing. I helped Roseanne Barr create her reality show, which was called Roseanne's Nuts. She is nuts. And I was a character that, it wasn't a reality show really. I lived on her land in Hawaii and taught her how to eat healthy and do yoga and stuff. Now she's really, really nuts. She was nuts then, but now she's really nuts. Yeah. I don't know if I'll be on her show anymore. Yeah, and I got her the gig as Krang Prime in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah.
Wait, I have a follow-up question for the young person here. What's your name?
Marissa,
And how old are you?
14.
Is it your birthday today by any chance?
Yeah.
Happy B-Day! Happy birthday, Mama!
Thank you.
That's what's up.
So when it comes to the various episodes and the writing and the process, just what insight can you give us when it comes to the more meta episodes like Control Freak, showing you guys the older version, or when you the 200th episode, I think it was, when you met the creators? Just what goes into the making of something more meta like that?
Well, there's no limit to what we do on that show. So there's like, we'll show up one day and I'll tell a story and they'll be like, oh, we're gonna make an episode about that. And the 200th episode was amazing because I got to be in it as Greg Cipes talking to Beast Boy, which was like just wild. Yeah, it's just like, you can expect a lot more of that, like a crazier, weird situations. Like, I love when we talk about things like low-income housing, you know, episodes about pyramid scheme money, pyramid schemes. I love when there's episodes about real things. It's funny. I think I actually punched President Nixon in the face one episode. Did y'all see that? That was amazing! I want to punch Trump in the face. My mic just went out right when I said that. Is the FBI here?
It's a cartoon, I'm saying. Beast Boy puncher, not me.
So I'm going to shift over to Foul American. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, speaking of Trump, I created a show with my buddy Kevin Coulson called A Foul American. And we basically turned Donald Trump into a little orange chicken called Ronald T. Rump. And I partnered up with Pop Toys to create a show, and we're just a couple weeks away from starting to put out the first initial pilot episode that was funded by you all on Kickstarter. The fans funded it, and then we're going to be making a whole bunch more episodes that are going to be very I'd say controversial and funny and weird, and not so much for kids, For the bigger kids to watch and get a good laugh about it all, because I think we all need more humor and comedy in our life and to make fun of things, because it's pretty serious. But also at the same time, life is to be laughed at as well. As much as there's all kinds of doomsday, World War III, nuclear war, and the toxicity of our environment and the negative energy, there's also so much fun and joy and playfulness in reality. So you never really have to worry. So celebrate and dance through life and make fun of it. And people who can't laugh at things, you need to start laughing, because it's what's needed. We need to all laugh more, and that's why I like creating shows like Teen Titans Go, because it just makes you laugh.
It really, really does.
And I think a foul American will make you laugh too. Actually, we put out a clip yesterday. If you want to look at it, it's on Twitter. I think everywhere on a foul American. It's FOWL, foul American, where Ronald T. Rump is making out with his daughter, Vodka Rump. He's making out with her.
That doesn't happen at all in the slightest. That is not based on reality.
I don't know.
I'm going to shift on. We want this to come back next year. So, you're in a band.
Yeah.
You said you love to, again, going back to the music tie-in.
Yes.
Again, I love
music and everything.
Yeah.
I just created a television show that I sold to DreamWorks, an animated series that's a very musical show. I'm also, I feel like, a big part responsible for why Teen Titans Go is so musical. I wrote the BB Ray song and the Waffle.
Waffles, waffles, waffles.
Waffles, waffles, waffles.
Waffles, waffles, waffles.
Waffles, waffles, waffles.
Yeah, that's right.
So, music's a big part of my life. I have a band called Cipes and the People, and I have a new album that I've been holding on to for a while, and I said it was going to come out many times, but it's going to come out soon, and I've created animated music videos for every one of the songs, so that's coming soon.
All right, so when you're presented with the concept of the show, and this is one of the questions people have for you, when you're presented with the concept for a show that you have been chosen for and to lend your voice on, how quickly are you able to adapt to the script and the overall essence of the character to your voice?
Well, like with Beast Boy, this is 17 years ago, I walked into Warner Brothers Animation, and it was my first ever voiceover audition, and they showed me a picture of Beast Boy, and they gave me a character description, and
out came this voice. I never did it ever before my whole life.
So it kind of happens like that a lot of the times, like it just comes out of you. And sometimes when you're in the session, the directors and the producers help you find stuff too. It's always fun to find characters, and there's many ways you can find them. And a lot of the characters that I'm gonna be playing in the near future, I've created that, that basically it's almost like a voice first, and then I figure out what the face looks like, what the cartoon character is. I have a seagull character named Gary. Has anybody ever seen Gary? You seen my Gary character? Tom and Gary?
Oh, yeah.
I created a little web series with Tom Felton from Harry Potter.
Oh, nice.
And my puppet seagull Gary. They live together. And he talks like this. I'm Gary. Gary the seagull. He lives in Venice Beach. And he's really funny. So I've basically taken Gary the puppet seagull, and now I'm putting him in a whole bunch of cartoons. He's actually in A Foul American. He actually lives next to Ronald T. Rump, the seagull family. Gary lives next to Ronald T. Rump.
I like how you're pulling in contemporary names into your characters.
Yeah.
Not affiliated with reality in the slightest.
No.
No. So again, you just have an amazing career. You've done a lot in a very short period of time, but you're so young. But you've just done a lot. You've been on Ben 10, you've been on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you've been on House, you've been on Gilmore Girls, you've been on Ghost Whisperer, and that's just a truncated version of his vitae. So I just want to kind of clap for him just for that. And since you started as a surfer, what made you kind of shift over to acting or voice acting? What was your inspiration?
Well, I've always been the kind of person that does it all. You know, people tell you got to pick one thing. You can't be a singer and an actor, and you can't do this or that. I don't believe any of that crap. I say you do whatever you want to do and do it all. And you can. If you really love it and you're passionate about it, you can do everything and you'll receive it and you'll get it in a way you never could have imagined, better than you could have imagined every time. It might not be instantly when you want it, because it doesn't work like that, but you will have it. But you do it because you love it, and then it'll show up. And sometimes it takes 10, 20 years, or a year, or a month, or a week. You never know. But do everything you want to do. Never say no. Say yes. If you want to do it all, do it all. You can do it all. I do it all.
He really does. I mean, seriously, you have an amazing career.
Thank you.
So we have 3 more minutes. Does anyone have any more questions? Oh, all right, I've got to ask Greg, and then I'm going to walk over to you with the fabulous hair. Hold on. We got to get Raven first.
So, not only you're just Beast Boy, but also you was my man. So, which cast do you like better? My answer first.
That's a hard question. Which cast do I like better, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Teen Titans? Because they're both my family. Well, Teen Titans, we've been together for 17 years, working together as a cast. On Turtles, we worked together for 7 years, which is a long time as well. And both casts are my family. Like Seth Green, who plays Leonardo, I got him the role because I wanted him to be Leo. After Jason Biggs, who I loved, was you know American Pie, Jason Biggs.
Yep.
He was Leonardo first, but he got fired.
Tell us more.
Nobody knows the story?
No one
I know a
knows this
little of
one.
it, but I don't know if I should share too much.
Yeah, it's better you don't. Jason Biggs is a little dirty. He's an American Pie, him in a pie. Nonetheless, Nickelodeon hired him, and they fired him. And then, so Seth Green, and then Sean Astin, who I worked with before Turtles on a movie called, what was the movie we did? I did a movie with him. It's a horse racing movie. Oh man. Off to the Races or something? I can't remember. Nonetheless, I love all of them. And Rob Paulson, who's one of the original Turtles, who plays Donatello. Woo! And just the whole cast. I mean, the voiceover world's a very kind of tight-knit unit. So we all kind of cross over and work together on all the different shows. So I can't say one or the other. I love both casts. You're welcome.
All right, our final question of the evening.
What anime character do you like best? You like Iron Fist or you like Mikey?
Who do you like?
I like Danny Iron Fist.
Namaste. Yeah, again, all the characters I play, they're all a big part of who I am. So it's like, do I like my left hand or my right hand more? I can't, they're very dear to me. But I do tend to enjoy comedy more than anything else. Again, I like laughing, I like silliness, I like goofiness. So the more silly a character can be, the more fun it is for me. So, but with those two characters, Michelangelo or Iron Fist, that's a hard one because I also like the very relaxed, zen, meditative side of who I am too, that's what I got to bring to Iron Fist. And then they made the character Iron Fist on live action based on the Iron Fist I created on TV, in the animated world. So it's interesting. I get to kind of, a part of who I am lives forever in these characters that I originate, because I was the first one to ever play Iron Fist on an animated series as well. And same thing with Beast Boy. So forever Beast Boy will be a big part of who I am, whoever plays him, even after I die. Same thing with Iron Fist. Forever Iron Fist and me are always going to be one. So it's cool. And Mikey. Yeah, Mikey. The new Mikey is me. Everybody after me is a fake Mikey. I'm just saying. If they're trying to do my voice, they're being a fake Mikey. Or inspired. Let's say inspired by me, Mikey.
All right, I'm going to slide in one more question. I thought the young man there had his hand raised.
A Beast Boy just walked in. What up, Beast Boy?
Do you have a favorite horror comic from Vertigo?
No.
Okay, this one I actually do recommend.
Which one?
Swamp Thing by Alan Moore.
All right, I'll check it out. Right on.
Okay, all right, now I've got to. I'm just expanding the time.
Yeah, I'm here for you all.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's not go anywhere. I love this room. I actually want to take a little video.
Actually, this is the Hall of Flags, and as you can, I'm not going to go into the history of this room, but as you can see, each of these schools that are affiliated with this university are hanging there. Anyways, that's why it's called the Hall of Flags.
Will y'all be in this video with me? Okay, when I say peace, love, you say animals.
Peace, loving. Animals. That's what's up. Wingman sleeping now. Wingman, wake up.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, any final questions before? Okay.
You're the wingman. What kind of treats do you feed him?
Wingman he's mostly a vegan like me, but I give him fish, so his treats are fish. He loves fish a lot, so I don't deprive him of that. And so he loves salmon, he loves all kinds of fish.
I like fish.
He had a little fish today. I don't like killing animals, but for him, it's he's a wild. He would be in the wild. He would be like catching little rodents and maybe fish if we got lucky. But for the most part, smaller dogs are more gatherers and hunters, so they would be eating more vegetables and roots and nuts and berries and stuff like that. Like a dog like him would not be eating cow meat or goat or lamb or any of that stuff. So you want to eat what's really designed for your body. So his treats are mostly vegan treats and fish.
On your daily conversations, do you find yourself saying catchphrases of Beach Boys?
Yeah. A lot of the catchphrases that my characters wind up using are stuff that I kind of use in my own life, and then I give them to the characters. Like Beast Boys, yo, that's what's up.
Yo, that's what's up.
That's from me. I would always just say, yo, that's what's up. And Booyakasha that I created for Michelangelo. Do y'all know what Booyakasha means? Anybody? Anybody? What does it mean?
Pretty much like cowabunga.
Well, it's the new cowabunga. But Booyakasha came from Ireland, and the Irish settlers in Jamaica brought it over. And when Booyakasha means all glories to the Most High. So, yeah, so I decided, and I didn't tell Nickelodeon what it meant. I just wanted them to feel like it was cool. Yeah, so I remember the first day where they're like, you have an idea of what catchphrase we can use? And I'm like, I do. And I'm all, Booyakasha! And they loved it. And now millions of kids all around the whole world say Booyakasha, and every time they say that, it's calling in the power of the Most High into the moment, which is, the Most High is the highest vibration, positive vibrations, love, respect, consciousness. So I wanted that to be like a magical affirmation that kids utilize to empower the moment. And that's why I brought Booyakasha into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles world.
All right, before we end, since you talked about sharing energy, I used to volunteer with Philly Playworks, and they taught kids to do like this little thing where to give good energy to your audience, you do, you're pushing out. Push it over here to our man Greg, the entire audience. Just push your energy.
Oh, thank you. How about we Om together? Let's do a little Om together. Big breath in. Om.
Feel the energy going through.
All right, that was an amazing restful panel. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So Greg Cipes, you can catch him on Teen Titans Go, you can catch him on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you can catch him on Foul American, you can catch him on what other Insta photos, Twitter, whatever, Facebook
It's all
things.
Everything's at Greg Cipes. And, I'm on Ben 10, the new one. All kinds of Milo Murphy's Law on Disney, Star vs. the Forces of Evil. I'm on The Middle on ABC, which our last episode airs, I think, this week or next week. And yeah, I'm infinitely inspired by y'all, so roll with me. And who wants a Peace, Love, and Animals bracelet? I'm gonna give, come up to the stage.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Greg Cipes. Woo!
Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you. We got a couple quick announcements. We got Bill Sawyer's upstairs in room 223, the Gulkin room. Voice of Rigby on regular show. He's upstairs doing panel upstairs. Voice of Rigby on regular show. Bill Sawyers, don't forget that. Next on the main stage.
Tell them to come and make sure to visit me in the back. My signing booth is in the back corner over there.
Back corner over there on the other side. It's actually upstairs on the other side. Upstairs on the other side. Grub will be up there at his booth.
And I got Teen Titans Go movie posters. There's only a couple and then they're gone. Nobody will ever have them.
So they're hot. Get them while they're here. Get them to sign it or something. It's going to be worth some money one day.
I stole them from WonderCon for you.
They stole them just for us. They only got about 5 of them. So make sure you make your way up there. Co-check is behind us if you're just walking in. Co-check is behind us. We also have the raffle and contest sign-up will be at 110 on the balcony. Please, please, please. Raffle. If you got a costume on and you want to try to win the competition, please, please.